I'm John Fogarty, Diocese Treasurer since August of 2020. I'm the volunteer controller at Britton Parish and a retired partner of Deloitte & Touche, a large accounting firm. I'm grateful for the opportunity to serve as treasurer of our diocese. And today, it's my pleasure to present a high-level review of our 2021 budget. Our outstanding controller, Judy Dobson, has done an excellent job in developing this budget. She has emphasized how important it is to be ready for the unexpected, given these uncertain times. Our budget is prudent and responsive to the needs of the diocese. Thank you, Judy. And we're blessed by the leadership of Ann Kirchmeyer and the PB&R. In this presentation, we will review the sources of revenue and the uses of our financial resources. We will also look to the future activities of PB&R related to the financial health of the diocese. The budget is balanced, but it required a significant draw on designated and restricted funds. It is also a conservative budget and contains more potential for good surprises than bad ones. So let's start with our revenues. Total revenue is expected to be $2,740,000. Slightly over half of this is expected to be unrestricted contributions from parishes. Given the economic uncertainties we all face, we have budgeted revenues from parishes at 7% below 2020. Annual pledges were only $8,000 less than budget in 2020. This is remarkable considering the circumstances. It's very possible that our revenue will exceed our budget given past experience, but we are being cautious in order to avoid overextending ourselves. Unrestricted contributions only meet 52% of budgeted expenses. We release funds from donor restrictions and from board designations when the restrictions are met. Restricted funds are those given by donors for a specific purpose or to be released over a specified period of time. Designated funds are those designated by the board for a specific purpose. $566,000 is budgeted to be released from designation or restriction in 2021. This will meet 21% of the budgeted expenses. $101,000 and $354,000 were released in 2020 and 2019, respectively. The 2021 planned release includes $384,000 for the needs beyond our typical uses of restricted and designated funds. Of this, $200,000 of designated funds is to meet a possible contingency to support Camp Chenko in the event it cannot operate normally this year. We've received some very positive news on this front in the last few days. Camp Chenko has received a $100,000 grant from the Commonwealth of Virginia and has applied for a Round 2 PPP loan, which we will expect to be substantially forgiven. With these sources of funding, the $200,000 in our budget may not be needed, in which case these funds will not be released from designation. The diocese also receives distributions from its investment funds. The distributions are limited to 5% of a rolling average market value. The distribution in 2021 is budgeted to be $605,000, which is down modestly from $687,000 and $637,000 in 2019 and 2020, respectively. The distribution meets 22% of budgeted expenses. The remaining 5% of budgeted expenses will be covered by program revenue, property revenue, and other miscellaneous revenue. So how do we spend our money? Total expenses are $2,740,000. This is the same as budgeted revenue, therefore we have a balanced budget. 43% of this, or $1,167,000, is for the office of the episcopate. This includes the bishop and most of the staff, as well as office and administrative expenses. $1,139,000, or 41% of the budget, is for ministries within the diocese, which include mission and parish support, clergy support, seminarian support, college ministries, youth ministries, Camp Chanko support, Latino ministry, outreach ministries, and Christian formation. On an ongoing basis, the diocese provides about $100,000 of support for Camp Chanko. As discussed on the previous slide, in 2021 the budget contains an additional $200,000 contingency to support Camp Chanko in the light of uncertainty about its ability to operate fully in 2021. $281,000, or about 10% of our expenses, are for partnerships and contributions. Almost all of this is our contribution to the National Episcopal Church. Our 2021 budget contains expenses to build reserves for various recurring activities over several years, such as Lambeth, General Convention, future bishop searches, and others. This allows us to smooth the cost of these activities over time and avoid large costs in any particular year. Healthcare costs have been reduced for the diocese staff by adopting a health reimbursement arrangement for out-of-pocket costs for staff members who select the high-deductible option. Parishes that currently provide PPO 100 at no cost to their staff may benefit from adopting this approach. During 2021, PB&R will undertake a review of our financial capacity looking out over a 5-year horizon. This will help us understand whether we adequately capitalize to meet our mission. We are also looking at ways to reduce costs while maintaining effectiveness, not only for the diocese, but for our parishes as well. We are looking at various areas where there may be economies of scale that we can all benefit from. Examples include payroll processing, IT expense, medical premiums, maintenance contracts, and other administrative costs. And on the subject of expense reductions, Judy's led an effort to create a cafeteria plan for us that will save parishes and their staff money with no investment on their part. You should have received information about this opportunity last fall, but essentially it allows staff to pay for their portion of healthcare benefits with before-tax dollars and allows the parish to pay FICA on wages after deductions for medical coverage. Everyone wins. For more information, please give Judy a call. Please let us know if you have questions or comments. And if you have suggestions on how we can improve financial performance, please do let us know. Our email addresses are on the slide. Thanks for listening. Take care.